Chapter 14, 79, Parallel Refining, Spring-Autumn Cicada. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Sovereign Immortal Aperture, Mini Southern Border, Heaven Sealing Mountain. This was a short and unassuming mountain. The core of the mountain was hollow. There was a goo formation in it, used to seal the Strength Path immortal zombie body. Therefore, it was called Heaven Sealing Mountain. It was meant to seal Heaven's will. Right now, Fang Yuan's sovereign immortal body was floating in the air. He was looking down at Heaven Sealing Mountain. Beside him, there was a goo immortal. It was the variant human goo immortal, Sixth Hair. Letting Sixth Hair into his sovereign immortal aperture was something that Fang Yuan had thought about deeply. Normally speaking, the immortal aperture was an important place that needed to be kept as a secret. It was the foundation of the goo immortal's cultivation. It would not be shown to others. But Fang Yuan had already let the Shadow Sect goo immortals into his immortal aperture. Sixth Hair was a member of Shadow Sect too. He was worth trusting. During this period of time, Sixth Hair had done all he could to refine the immortal goo. Fang Yuan saw this and remembered it deeply. There was another point. Sixth Hair and Ying Wuxi were in contact. They were both members of Shadow Sect. They knew about the sovereign immortal aperture in the first place. And since Ying Wuxi had already gone inside, there was no need to hide it from Sixth Hair. I am going to start refining the goo, Fang Yuan breathed in deeply and said. Sixth Hair nodded. Sect leader, go ahead. I will do my best to assist you. This goo refinement involved Spring-Autumn Cicada. It was extremely important. Fang Yuan needed the help of this refinement path goo immortal Sixth Hair. In fact, Fang Yuan had borrowed a number of refinement path immortal goo and mortal goo from Langya Sect a few days ago. He set up a refinement path goo formation using all of these goo worms. This refinement path immortal formation had already been set. Fang Yuan only needed to activate it now. Fang Yuan willed as red date immortal essence was expended continuously. The immortal goo formation started to activate. Waves of white light soaked Heaven Sealing Mountain like flowing water. A moment later, Fang Yuan multitasked and used a refinement path killer move. Boom! With a loud sound, air was pushed out as a giant golden pillar of light shot down from the sky. The golden light pillar had a grand aura. Everywhere it went, the flowing water white light was repelled. It directly penetrated Heaven Sealing Mountain and stabbed deep into its core. Fang Yuan's immortal zombie body was inside the mountain. The golden light pillar landed on the immortal zombie body and completely suppressed it. The immortal zombie body was creaking. As time passed, it was starting to break. Fang Yuan used his time well and stabilized the golden light pillar before taking out a living desolate beast. Crack! A sword light flew over and cut off the desolate beast's head, killing it on the spot. Puff! A large amount of blood spewed out of the desolate beast's neck. It was like a huge red fountain. The smell of blood permeated, but the golden light pillar emitted a strong, attractive force due to Fang Yuan's manipulation. The blood from the desolate beast was instantly drawn towards the golden light pillar by a formless force. That desolate beast corpse soon became dried up as its blood was completely sucked away. The golden light pillar absorbed the blood and had a hint of red mixed into it. This addition made the originally grand light pillar more sinister and bloody. Kill, kill, kill. Next, Fang Yuan killed 7 desolate beasts with a tough expression. He was merciless. The golden light pillar absorbed all of their blood and became a completely red light pillar. It had completely changed. Sixth Hair nodded as he watched. He recognized that the method Fang Yuan used was called the 7 kill blood path goo refinement method. This method came from Langya Sect. Sixth Hair had heard of its name, but did not know the details. Fang Yuan used Shadow Sect's inheritances to exchange for Langya Sect's inheritances, obtaining this goo refinement method. He disassembled this method and only took the essence of it. After modifying it, it became very useful here. Even Sixth Hair was nodding in approval when he saw it. Fang Yuan focused on controlling the blood light pillar, while Sixth Hair also started acting. This time, Sixth Hair was assisting Fang Yuan in the goo refinement. He had a huge task. Both sides had communicated amply before this. Sixth Hair did not need Fang Yuan's reminder. He knew what to do. He took out the appropriate goo materials. These goo materials were all flowers. There were ghost-faced sunflowers, wire cotton, heavenly flowers, seven treasure flowers, milk tea flowers, iron shell flowers, boat flowers, blood poison Korea, multicolored overlord flowers, green beetle water lotuses, red axe flowers, smelly fly flowers, and others. These flowers were of a variety of species. They were either big or small. Some were mortal goo materials, while others were immortal materials. Sixth Hair started to use refinement path methods to process these flowers. The handling of goo materials required a great wealth of knowledge. Every flower had its own way of processing. Thankfully, Sixth Hair was a refinement path cultivator. He had a lot of experience in refining goo. As a split soul of spectral soul, he had deep foundations. It was very wise to get him to process these flowers. Time passed. After several minutes, Sixth Hair finished handling all of the flowers. He handled them well. The flowers were specially chosen and were not wasted. Their essence was extracted and fused into 100 flowers concentrate. At this moment, Fang Yuan condensed the bloodlight pillar as it shrunk from a giant to a tree trunk-like length and thickness. The liquid is here, catch! Sixth Hair pushed as the floating flower concentrate flew towards Fang Yuan like a translucent bubble. Fang Yuan stretched his hand and easily grabbed this 100 flowers concentrate in his palm. Next, he breathed in deeply and created a new change. Winds blew as dark clouds appeared in the sky. Fang Yuan cried out abruptly as he waved his hands, throwing all of the 100 flowers concentrate into the sky. The 100 flowers concentrate entered the dark clouds as they immediately turned pink. Splash, splash, splash. A huge rain started to drizzle down. Fang Yuan had a solemn expression. His fingers moved rapidly. Only the after images of his fingers could be seen waving around. The pink flower rain was drawn by the formless force. A portion fused into the blood pillar. The other was fused with the immortal zombie body, absorbed by the refinement path immortal formation. The air was filled with an intense smell of flowers. The bloodlight pillar that was like a tree trunk became smaller and smaller. It shrunk until it disappeared completely. Fang Yuan willed as the refinement path immortal formation activated rapidly. It was no longer as slow as before. When refining immortal goo, a refinement path immortal goo formation was very convenient. In the 500 years of his previous life, Fang Yuan did not obtain one, but now he possessed the details of a great number of refinement path goo formations. He could even use his formation path Grandmaster attainment level to modify them using the light of wisdom. He could make them the most suitable formations for the goo that he wanted to refine. The refinement path immortal formation continued to work, using the flower concentrate. There was a temporary connection among the immortal zombie body, spring-autumn cicada, AD, as well as goo materials. Using this chance, Fang Yuan opened the door of the immortal formation. From the door, a wooden log flew out. This wooden log was like shining gold, but upon closer inspection, it was made of wood. There were dewdrops on the log. They looked like amber. Several delicate clouds were forming and getting destroyed on the surface of the log. This was the immortal material, golden cloud divine wood. Like the other goo materials, it had been kept in the refinement path immortal formation by Fang Yuan and was nourished by the 100 flowers concentrate. The refinement path immortal formation worked as the golden cloud divine wood quickly broke apart and disintegrated into nothingness. At the same time, wooden markings appeared on the immortal zombie body, similar to the golden cloud divine wood. Dewdrops were forming on it, resembling amber. The delicate clouds were forming on the immortal zombie body's forehead, as well as its stomach. Fang Yuan let out a breath of turbid air, telling Sixth Hair, "Take my place." After processing the 100 flowers concentrate, Sixth Hair had been resting until he heard Fang Yuan's orders to take over the immortal goo formation. Fang Yuan was relieved as he quickly sat down to rest, using every second of his time. Even though the refinement process seemed very smooth, it was not. Every step was like treading on thin ice. His immortal essence expenditure was huge, and his mind was under immense pressure. Even with Fang Yuan's abilities, at this stage he could barely continue. It was dangerous to continue in this state. Thus Fang Yuan chose to rest now and let sixth hair take his place in the goo refinement. Normally speaking, the goo immortal refining the goo cannot be changed easily. Because a different person would have different immortal essence and aura, there were many flaws in this when refining Gumroom. But Fang Yuan had deduced this step amply. He specially designed it. There were no problems with it.